Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a operating system using C# and the Cosmos C# development kit. Okay, first what you want to do is install Microsoft Visual Studio 2015. It runs on Windows 7, 8, 8.1 and 10. I'm running Windows 10, and yeah, don't ask about the background. But anyway, you can install any edition, be it community or whatever. I'm using enterprise, which I got off DreamSpark. And what you will want to do is get hold of the Cosmos user kit. That is if you are just beginning with Cosmos, or whether you're new to operating system development, doesn't matter. But what I'll be doing is using the dev kit, which is the more newer source of Cosmos, which you have to build from source and then install it on Visual Studio. But also, you will also need, can find it. You'll need VMware Player or Workstation, which you can get for free. Well, VMware Player. I've got Workstation as well, but if you don't want to spend any money, just get Player. And if you're using the dev kit, then you'll want to get Inno Setup, which is free, with a preprocessor add-on. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and build the dev kit, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh yeah, for let you know as a tip, if you are wanting to build Cosmos from scratch, where as opposed to the user kit, which is stable, in the dev kit you currently have working fat file system and many more, like better working functionality, but of course there's still bits which are unstable. But anyway, if you're wanting to use the dev kit, then download the source. Sadly, GitHub is playing up for me. And also, you will need Visual Studio 2015, which you would probably have already installed. But you will also need the Visual Studio 2015 SDK for software development kit, which is free as well. Like all of these requirements are free, but for VS 2015 for SDK, you'll need to run the executable install package for Visual Studio 2015 and check it so it's installed. I don't think it's much in terms of hard drive space, but no, you will need it. And you will also need the Inno Setup with the free preprocessor add-on. This is just for the dev kit. For the user kit, you will only need Visual Studio 2015, VMware Player. You don't really need the VIX, but I haven't got it installed personally. I'm not sure why, but I may install at a later point. You will need the .NET Framework 3.5, which isn't installed by default on Windows 8 and later, I think, but on Windows 7 it may be pre-installed, I don't know. And you will need Windows 7, 8, 8.1 or 10. And this is a source, as we have here. And make sure Visual Studio is closed. As you can see, I don't have it running. And in the source, you'll present to do this. And run install vs2015.bat. And you'll present to do this. And just wait for it to build. Might take a fair while, so maybe nip to get a coffee or whatever, and I'll see you then. Alright, bye. Hello again, and after a while on the batch file to install the dev kit, you will be presented with this window, which is just building the final bits. Also checks whether you have VMware Player, Windows setup with preprocessor add-on, and it'll check those and build the main thing. And also you will need administrator rights because, well, I think the dev kit only installs in your app data, but it does need to use like more like high level components such as MS Build, but I'm not 100% sure whether that uses administrator rights, but you will need administrator rights anyway to build, just as a warning. Right, hello again, and also once it has finished building, it also builds the setup program, which is I think the same program used to install the user kit. It just replaces the user kit files with the dev kit files, and you will be presented with a window like this. And of course, because it's like building it, it's going to be slow and everything, so just wait for a few minutes for it to install. Everything will exit, and yeah, then we'll continue then. Righty then, now it has built, I don't know. And once it has done so, it will automatically launch up Visual Studio 2015, and you will be presented with the Cosmos source code once it loads up. That's the source for the dev kits and all of the other demos and whatnot. And if we just wait for it to install, well, not install, sorry, just load. You can then go ahead and, well, if you don't want to make any more source code changes, then you can just close the solution. If not, then wait, sorry about that, lost my mind. But if you don't want to make any more source code changes, then go ahead and close the solution. If you do want to make more changes, say you're more advanced, then you can just build it, and then I don't know if you have to build the whole thing from scratch again and run install vs2015.bat. But anyway, seeing as I won't be building it, well, making any changes, I'll go ahead and close the solution once it loads. It should be loading. And once I've got it running, I'll pause it, well, unpause it. Right, hello. Now, once you've closed the solution and you're ready to go, then go File, New Project, and wait for the project creation box to come up. And from templates, select Cosmos, and you can either do it in Visual Basic.net or C# operating system. Yeah, C# language. For this tutorial I'll be doing C# because I'm not very good with Visual Basic, and then just call whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Darn Decent Operating System for a Noob, Info, I'm no noob. Well, let's just call it YouTube, I guess. Like every other single YouTube operating system people have created. And it won't take long to create. Just wait for it to. Whoa! And here is where the main kernel code will be displayed, as you can see. If we just debug this, it will compile the .NET code into assembly, I think, and then the linker will turn everything into a bin file, I believe, and yeah, I'll just wait for it to build and be run in VMware Player, which doesn't take long. Now, as we can see, VMware Player has started up, and of course it has to get all the commands through Visual Studio. The initial debugging will be a bit slower, and set OK. For VMware player to start. Waiting for a debugger connection, but so you can debug it. You can disable the debugger, and here you go. Cosmos booted successfully. Type a line of text to get echoed back. Input. You can also adapt all of this code. Let me show you. So basically, Cosmos has all the boots up like pre-configured and whatnot. Just initially, then it will load your kernel.cs, and of course the before run function and the run function are necessary for it to boot. And as you can see, Cosmos booted successfully. That is this line, that's the first bit, and then all of this stuff is the code for the second bit. As you can see, let's go to output, input, let's say hello, this is my first operating system. Now if I hit hello, it will print it back out at me, as you can see. And you can also, I think you can, I'm not fully sure where, I think there's a way. I probably haven't got it put in, but there's a way how you can get the OS to print text back out through the debugger, and the debugger works. I think it uses serial to debug, so if you're using PXE to boot, then I think you also need serial. But the best way to debug your operating systems is to use it through VMware Player, so you don't, fuck up your hardware or anything. Anyway, as you can see, it prints anything. So like, let's try hello world. Prints out anything you want it to, as you can see. And now, once you close that back down, I haven't found a way how to shut it down just yet, but usually you can just do a normal power off, but there is a way to reboot, and as you can see, just shut down, and we'll go back to coding mode. So as you can see, you can have it to do, well, to be fair, this just uses standard C# code. That's for like basic stuff, but if you want to do more advanced stuff, then you have to make what are called plugs, which for quite a while I probably won't get into because I have no idea to do it. I have no idea how to do it myself. But for now, I'll just show you how to make a basic operating system. So as you can see, console.writeLine. No, sorry about this. Console.writeLine print stuff back out to the console. So let's try hello and welcome to YouTube OS, and let's try console.writeLine. I'm gonna make a basic guess operating system for now. So I am thinking of a number. You want to guess it? Wait, no. So then you can do variable number is equal to, let's say, 21. Then string. No, let's do user input is equal to console dot read line with the parentheses, and then do if user input is equal to number, but you just need a simple there. What's going on here? Okay, I'm not really sure how to do this. Yeah, let's do it this. And then console dot write line. Also remember, at the end of every single C# whichever function, statement, or whatever, make sure you include that semicolon. And here you can do if user input, which is what the user will give you, is equal to the predefined number, which is 21, then you can do you guessed correctly. However, if it is not, else if user input is I don't know, is equal to, let's try 20 or 19 or 18 and so on. This needs to be done. Yeah. I'm not fully sure how to do this. Well, let's see. I know how to do it, but yeah, let's forget that for now. I need to look that up myself. But else console dot write line wrong number between 10 and 50. Wrong number. Remember, it is between 10 and 50. Then, once it does that, you can do console dot write line. Well done. Not well, cone. There. That's a simple guess. Okay. And then Control S, F5 to debug. Hopefully this works, because yeah, well, I have done a pretty more advanced operating system, but for stuff just off the top of my head, it's kind of hard. Anyway, I'll wait for it to build, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, but I've got to do something. I've got to do something else, just whilst it builds. Hello again, sorry about that. And as you can see, it's working. Now, let's try, I'm thinking of a number, so let's do 20. Wrong number. If I do 11, 56, and 21, guess correctly. Well done. Okay, so there you go, it works. And on that bombshell, let's say goodbye and look forward to doing the next episode of Cosmos OS development. And I'm planning on making this series from the basics to a bit more advanced stuff, from simple guessing operating systems to from file system. But let's see where this course takes us. Thank you for watching and goodbye.